How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to steer away from my coping and my glazing of Gojo and steer into the devil's advocate role and speak about why I believe that he will stay dead and basically why he's not coming back. All the theories are wrong. Trust me, I don't even want to think about a world without Gojo that lasts for more than a month longer. But I feel like we have to realize that there is the chance of him not coming back, and there's a solid reason for it. He might stay dead, and here's why. So the first reason is to push the younger generation forward. Gojo is basically acting as a shield for all the younger generation. Like during his fight with Sukuna, all of the younger generation, such as Yuta and Hikari and a couple others, they wanted to go out and support Gojo in his fight with Sukuna when it turned into a 3v1. But then they were told that they'd do nothing but hold him back. During the end of the fight, Yuta is like, wow, thank you for not letting me go out. I would have just held him back. I think this really shows just how much further Gojo is in comparison to other special grade sorcerers such as Yuta. With Gojo around, there's no real chance for them to grow. There's no spot for them to adapt and overcome challenges when Gojo's still around, such as when he was sealed, they were forced to grow stronger and try out new things. But now that Gojo was back, they had a sense of security and a sense of putting all of their faith into the strongest sorcerer. Though very understandable because it's Gojo, it's a very bad habit that can truly hinder their progress for the future. So that is probably the number one most prime reason of Gojo staying dead. So the younger generation can grow stronger and encounter their own challenges without thinking about relying on Gojo to solve the big picture of things. Now, the next one kind of coincides with to push the younger generation forward. And it is to let the story progress. Because what I believe will happen is that Gege has been abusing Itadori for this entire story. Since the Shibuya arc, Itadori's just been getting just destroyed. Almost to the point where he doesn't even seem like the main character anymore. In some of the panels, you just see the side character, Sukuna was just making fun of Itadori. And it was hilarious, but it's just Itadori is getting so much abuse that it would not be far-fetched for the story to progress to a point that without Gojo, since the other characters don't have the world's strongest sorcerer to rely on, or this generation's strongest sorcerer to rely on, instead of overcoming their struggles, they could end up falling down one by one. I feel like it would not be crazy for Gege to mentally traumatize Itadori some more by making him one of the final sorcerers out of his little friend group, if not the final sorcerer. And with Gojo there, that would not be possible. So that one's not as strong. That one's more theoretically based on the previous writing of Gege and how Gege's just been absolutely traumatizing Itadori since you can remember. And then the next one is that it would just plain and simple be bad writing. You've killed him off once, he came back from that, and then you have him fight his next strongest opponent, and to kill him off and have him come back to life is low-key kind of lame. Personally, I'm not a big Dragon Ball guy because they die and come back to life so much. And if you have Jujutsu Kaisen, who has been so merciless to people dying, to change the rules, not once with Gojo, but twice, it would be kind of ridiculous. But then again, if he does come back, as I've seen with people talking about if it would be bad writing or not, it would all depend on execution. He comes back in a cheesy matter that just, shouldn't happen, which is very rare for something like that to come of Gege's writing, but you never know. So if Gojo did come back to life, in order for it to not be bad writing, it would have to be done in a magnificent way. And then the final most credible reason of why Gojo is going to stay dead is that bro was literally in the afterlife. I guess in the afterlife in air quotes. But dude had a conversation with Geto, Nanami, and Haibara. And then it panned out to Toji and a bunch of other people in the series who have died. And Gojo even has a conversation with Geto about how he was disappointed with the end of the fight because he couldn't get Sukuna to use its all. And honestly, it's a really sad moment, but it almost proves point blank that Gojo is dead. In this afterlife type possible imagination of Gojo's, Nanami and Haibara were discussing Nanami's death, so Gojo wouldn't have been able to know how Nanami died. He was told how Nanami died, but Haibara in this afterlife discusses how he dropped in on Nanami's death. This isn't an imagination or flashback type thing that Gojo would have been able to have. because he has no idea that Haibara came in when Nanami was about to die. It was simply a thing between Nanami and Haibara. So the fact that Gojo hears about it almost proves in itself that Gojo is already in the afterlife. Honestly, this death reminds me a whole lot of Kakashi in Naruto, and he went into the afterlife to talk to his dad. This is almost really the exact same thing, but we didn't get the point where Kakashi's dad had told Kakashi that it wasn't his time to die yet. But in Gojo's case, all he got was Nanami saying that he was disappointed in the way he died. Now, overall, these are my top 4, oddly enough, not top 5 reasons as to why I believe that Gojo will stay dead as opposed to coming back to life. I know it's nothing but a pipe dream for Gojo to come back to life, but I truly wish he does, but I had to play devil's advocate here and at least provide some sort of standpoint and some sort of basis and reasoning as to why Gojo will not come back. But I'm praying Father Gojo comes back on Christmas Eve. That's my hope, but I don't know. What do you all think? Let me know if you think these reasons are a little outlandish and you think that he's actually gonna come back, or if you think I'm pretty spot on with Gojo staying dead, sadly. All right, thank you for watching this video. It would be dope of you if you dropped a sub, or join the Discord so you could get notified when I post and maybe become a part of the community. I mean, we're growing, we're growing. I've gained like 20 subs in the last like couple days, and I'm pretty excited about it. All right. 18 subs. I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself. But if you want to join the community, hit the sub button, follow me on their socials, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, sunrise, sunset, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a great one because you deserve it. Love you all so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all later. Bye.